What's up, guys? TC Gaming here. How's it going? Alright, I'm not trying to start a war with this, but I want to get a few things straight of my opinion on the subject. A few days ago, George, the CEO of Freedom, uploaded a video saying branding could up your views with a 3-second video. So I made a comment about it. To think that a 3-second branding of a video will bring you in more views is just silly. And he put me on blast because I made this comment, which doesn't bother me any. I understand his position, but he needs to understand ours also. Him as a CEO conjoining with the TSM that is gaining popularity, of course people are going to notice, hey, I've heard of TSM, let's see what this video is about. But if I, as a content creator, decide to go with a Freedom brand or make one of my own to go in front of every one of my videos, it will not increase views to my videos. Because if that was the case, everybody that has an intro would get more views because everybody's intro is unique to their channel and to their personality. I've always had the same intro since I made the new one for months now. Has my views increased? A little bit, but not like he was explaining in that video. So, when he done the explanation one, I made another comment to explain why I felt like branding isn't going to change views. For somebody like us to create a branding intro is not going to make a difference of whether we get more views or not. Period. And for him to mislead us, I'm sorry, George, but you did, with the title saying get more views in 3 seconds is ridiculous. For you, it's easy. You have all this money and company backing you up, guaranteeing those views. Us, smaller people, do not. I don't care if we even use the same branding that you have, our views will not change. It's not gonna happen. Unless we keep up with the content of that video, branding, intro does not matter. You can put any brand you want on any video, on any of our smaller channels, and it will not change the viewership. It's going to be about what it's titled and what it contains. They're not going to care that it's brought by Intel, or brought by Freedom, or brought by Google. They're not going to care about who the video is brought by unless it's entertaining or informative. I'm not trying to start a war here, I'm really not, but it upsets me to think that you expect me as a content creator to just sit back and watch you mislead a whole community that they can get more views just by branding their videos. It's not happening. I'm not going to sit idly by and watch you give us false hope. You've got to give us something concrete and real. Of course you're getting more views off your branding intro because people know who TSM is. So you're telling me that if you just randomly create a new branding intro that had nothing to do with TSM, had nothing to do with Freedom, and it was just something you come off the top of your head, that's going to increase your views? No, your views will stay the same because you're a huge company. You have people backing you up. You have an entire community behind you. So I went on down through the explanation video, the one you blew me up in, And I started looking at the comments, and it seems like I'm not the only one that feels this way. You are literally blowing us off. Not trying to start a war again. You wanted me to be open and honest and healthy. I'm being open, honest, and healthy about this conversation. There's a lot of us that have false hope right now and thinking, hey, maybe if I throw the freedom branding in front of my videos, I'm going to get more views. Or maybe if I create a brand intro, I'm going to get more views. That's going to make me more popular, which in turn is going to make me more money. Because 98% of us, that's all we care about is the money. Just like you. Don't sit there and say you don't. I don't want to hear that. That's the whole reason anybody does YouTube, is hopefully to make a career out of it. That's why we all do it. That includes myself. You can see the pictures back there. If I can get it there. I got a boy and a girl I have to support. The whole reason I started it. I don't know what your reason was, but most likely it would have been your family. To support them. To support, what you're doing. Pay your bills. That's why anybody does it. Period. But to mislead us and make us believe that a brand, that a 3-second spot is going to completely change our views, our channels, or even the way we do things is silly. Plain, flat out silly. Do not get me wrong. I like freedom. I like the fact that I can call on one of the managers. I've talked to him before in the past, and he's straight up with me. He's very honest with me, and he understands where I'm coming from, and that's what I like about it. I can connect to him and feel like, hey, he's just another human just like me. He understands the boat that I'm in. But to come out in front of the whole entire community and basically lie to them, I'm starting to have second thoughts. I'm starting to wonder, what did I get into? What's going to happen next? Are videos like this going to continue to where you're telling us one thing and we know it's not true, and then you try to back yourself up with proof that really doesn't back you up? I'm not saying you're a bad guy, George. I'm really not. I like you. I like what you're doing with the community. Giving them all this stuff. The free music, the free graphics, the $20,000 car giveaway, the $100,000 sponsorships that you're doing. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. No other company is doing it. Period. But to give us false hope into thinking 3 seconds is going to change everything, I don't like it. Don't do that. Don't give us false hope. Don't give us misleading titles. We're your community. You need to be upfront and honest and open with us, just like I am with you right now. I have no script right here. I got a drink and some beef jerky I'm eating on. There's no piece of paper right here. There's nothing that I've wrote down about this. This is from here because it's how I feel. Please stop with the misleading stuff, because I'm sorry, that branding video was misleading. 3 seconds ain't going to make or break anybody's channel that's small. It might if they're bigger, sure. But not for us small people. So if I offended you, I'm sorry. That's not my intention of this video. This video is to be real with you. And hopefully you'll be real with me back and either apologize or explain yourself. Because after reading some of the comments, I think you owe it to us. I'm not trying to step on your toes. You're the boss. You're in the lead. You're running the company. That's why this hurts me so much. I'm supposed to believe in you. I'm supposed to follow in your footsteps. But I will not blow smoke up my subscribers' ass. Excuse the French. I will not lie to them. I will not mislead them. Just the way I am. And I hope you can understand where I'm coming from in this video. I don't want no bad blood between us. I just want to be honest. That's what freedom's all about, right? I hope so. See you next time.
Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried